Hello, my name is Justin. You use Arch, by the way. Today I'm going to run through a super quick, easy install of Arch Linux. It's nowhere near as complicated as everybody makes it out to be, so without further ado, let's jump right into it. I'm going to go ahead and open a virtual machine here. I like to use known boxes, but you can use whatever VM platform you like. Oh, first thing you're going to need is the Arch ISO image. So Arch Linux. Just go to the official website, archlinux.org. Download. And you can download the torrent with whatever torrent downloader you like. I like Qubit torrent, but you can use Transmission or any of them really. Then we're going to install from file, downloads. You can see I already have the Arch Linux ISO right here, so let's go ahead and open that up. If you're doing this on actual hardware, you'll choose either BIOS or UEFI if you have a newer machine, BIOS if you have an older machine. I'm going to choose BIOS for this virtual machine. Go ahead and give it 4 gigs of RAM. And so this is going to be the exact same process as if you were booting from a bootable hard disk. Go ahead and choose the top option. This only takes a couple seconds. Any minute now. There, you're an Arch user. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so it's a very simple script. All you simply type is archinstall, Arch install, one word, and hit enter. It looks like it's doing nothing, but it takes about 10 seconds or so to boot into the Arch install script. Alright, and here it is. So this is your basic installer. Language, we're going to keep it at English. I'm good with the locals. Mirrors and repositories are going to be fine. Disk configuration. Hit enter on that. Partitioning. Use a best effort default partitioning layout. This is standard for most distros, so just choose it. That's showing you what it's going to be like. Hit enter on that. You can choose Btrfs. ZFS. I'm just going to go with ext4. That's the most common, so that looks good to me. Swap, we'll put swap on ZRAM. Bootloader is already Grub. Kernel is already Linux. Hostname is Arch Linux. I'm fine with that. Authentication. So this is where you're going to set up your root password. Enter. Enter. And then you're going to set up your user account. So I'm going to add a user. J for myself. Give myself a strong and complicated password. Should I be a super user? Absolutely. Confirm and exit. Back. Okay, now profile. This is where we set up the type. It's going to be a desktop system, so we'll go to desktop. I prefer to always start with Arch with XFCE4 because it already has a terminal built in. So if you need to install any packages right away, for instance Firefox or something like that, if you forget to install it here, you have a terminal. So a lot of the other ones, like I know KDE doesn't come with a terminal. However, you can install KDE later. But we're just going to choose XFCE. I'm good with the graphics driver and the greeter. So back, applications, don't worry about this. Network configuration, this is very important. Choose Network Manager default backend. That way when it boots up, you're already connected to the internet. One other thing I should mention, for this Arch install script to work, you do need to be connected to the internet. So make sure your laptop or your PC is plugged in to an Ethernet cable, running off your router or something like that. Pacman is true. Let me make sure I did that. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Additional packages. So I know that XFCE on Arch does not come with a browser. So we're going to go ahead and just add Firefox for now. So if you look down at the bottom, I'm going to hit / for search. Type Firefox. There it is. Hit enter. And then hit Firefox. There it is over there. So now we're going to have Firefox. Leave the time zone and everything as it is for now, because we'll be able to change all that later. And then just hit install. Oh, confirm yes. 3, 2, 1, getting ready for liftoff. Now this whole process here where it's going to install takes about 10 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and pause the video. And we'll be right back. Okay, after it's all installed, you'll get this screen here, and just go ahead and reboot the system. Now whenever you turn on your machine, you're going to get this screen. Just go ahead and hit enter. And here we are. Here's the user I set up, Jay. Enter your password. And here we are. If I go here to applications, about XFCE, you can see we are on Arch Linux. We use Arch, by the way, now, which is great. Also, if we hit the web browser here, there's Firefox that we added in. Normally nothing would have popped up. We can go to YouTube. Let's do some metal here. Make sure our sound's working. Alright, so Firefox is working. And then we have a nice terminal emulator here. Let's blow this up. I'm going to do a sudo pacman-s fast fetch. And then if we do a fast fetch, you can see we are on Arch Linux with XFCE. So that about does it for our quick install of Arch Linux. You are now an Arch user, by the way. It is, like I said, nowhere near as complicated as everybody makes it out to be. And now you can go around and say, I use Arch, by the way. I use Arch, by the way, to everybody that you talk to. So anyways, thanks for watching this video. Please leave a like. If you enjoyed it, a comment helps the algorithm for me to get discovered. It's a brand new channel. And leave a comment if there's anything else Linux related you would like to see covered. Have a great rest of the day.